My name is Sophia, but everybody calls me Soph, and today I would like to share with you a fable from my kitchen table. Fables are stories that help us learn something new or see the world from a different point of view. The fable I would like to share with you today is called The Lion and the Elephant. And it's all about a magnificent lion called Aesop and a beautiful elephant called Nephele. Aesop the lion was a magnificent creature. He had a beautiful mane and little round ears. He had a long tail and he had enormous paws. Aesop really was the king of beasts. He was a magnificent creature, but Aesop didn't see it. He didn't think his mane was beautiful. He didn't think his tail was long enough. He didn't think his enormous paws were strong enough. To be honest, Aesop was a little bit shy. He often felt afraid. Aesop's biggest fear of all was cockerels or roosters. He was very embarrassed about this, but even the most distant sound of a rooster crowing was enough to send him hiding in the shade of his cave for hours. Would you all like to help me make the sound of a cockerel? If you want to, we can do it together. After 3, we'll say cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. Are you ready? After 3, 1, 2, 3, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. Well done. Nephele the elephant was a beautiful creature. She had a long trunk and she had white tusks and she had huge grey ears. Nephele the elephant was graceful in everything that she did, except when there were insects about. She was a little bit embarrassed about this, but even a tiny ant brushing past her leg or a fly buzzing near her ear was enough to send her charging across the grasslands away from the shady tree where she liked to sleep. Will you all help me make the buzzing sound of a fly as well? If you want to, after 3, we'll all go buzz like a fly together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, buzz. Well done. One morning, Aesop the lion was fast asleep in the shade of his cave, dreaming of a delicious meal. Phew! 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 When all of a sudden he was awoken by a terrible sound. Will you help me make the rooster sound again? Cock-a-doodle-doo after 3. 1, 2, 3. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo! Aesop was so frightened and startled, he immediately woke up and ran as fast as he could away from his cave across the African plains. Meanwhile, on the other side of the grasslands, Nephele the elephant was fast asleep, dreaming of nice cool mud baths. Phew! Phew! When all of a sudden she was woken up by a terrible sound. After 3, will you help me make the buzzing sound again? Are you ready? Buzz. After 3, 1, 2, 3, buzz. Well done. Nephele the elephant was so frightened she immediately got up and ran as fast as she could away from her tree. Nephele kept running and running. Meanwhile, Aesop was still running and running until crash, bang, wallop. They bumped straight into one another. Ow! My head! Ow! My trunk! Oh, are you all right? Said Aesop. No, I'm not, said Nephele. This morning, a fearsome fly buzzed up into my ears and tried to nibble me up bit by bit. It was terrifying. Have you ever heard a buzz, those fearful creatures from above that flit and fly and dart about and try to bite your ears and snout? They dart about, and when they buzz close to your ears, the sound they make is one to fear. I'm terrified, I run and hide, I always feel afraid. It's the way that I was made, and though you think I'm big and strong, I guarantee it won't be long until I run away. I feel afraid. Aesop the lion was amazed to hear that an enormous elephant could be afraid of a tiny fly. Well, that's nothing, said Aesop. This morning, when I was asleep, a crazed cockerel climbed up onto the roof of my cave and shrieked, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo!" It was terrifying. Do you know those feathered beasts that flap and peck till you retreat, that terrify with their red eyes? And does it not occur to you that awful cock-a-doodle-doo will come along and shriek any time that you're asleep? I always feel afraid, it's the way that I was made. And though you think I'm king of beasts, I'm actually very weak and tame always. I run away, I feel afraid. Nephele the elephant was absolutely amazed that the king of the beasts, a lion, could be afraid of a cockerel. But you're so magnificent. You have a beautiful mane and a long tail and enormous paws. Surely you have nothing to be afraid of. Well, you've got a long trunk and white tusks and huge ears. Surely you've got nothing to be afraid of. Nephele the elephant and Aesop the lion realised that they might be able to help each other. First of all, they made their way back to Aesop's cave. The rooster was still on the roof, making a terrible sound. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo! Aesop was very afraid, but he felt a bit better with his new friend Nephele there. Nephele walked up to the rooster, lifted her trunk and made the loudest trumpeting noise she could. Immediately, the rooster flew off in search of a new place to crow. That was wonderful, said Aesop. Well, the next time you see a cockerel or a rooster, why not use your roar? I will, said Aesop. Just at that moment, a fly buzzed towards Nephele's trunk. Bzzz. Normally, Nephele would have run away in terror, but she felt a bit braver with her new friend Aesop there. Aesop used his enormous paws to bat the fly away. Bzzz. That was wonderful, said Nephele. Well, the next time you see a fly, why not use your trunk or your ears to swat it away? I will, said Nephele. I thought I was the only creature to be afraid. Me too, said Aesop. Perhaps Everybody feels afraid from time to time. And from that day forward, Aesop and Nephele became very good friends. Whenever Aesop saw a cockerel, he used his roar to scare it off. And whenever Nephele saw a fly, she simply swatted it away with her ears. Nephele and Aesop helped each other face their fears, and they became the best of friends for the rest of their days. From time to time we all feel fear, that niggling voice within our ears that chatters in our heads whilst we're trying to sleep in bed. Everybody feels afraid, but there's no need to be ashamed. Just say your fears out loud and you'll feel lighter than a cloud. Think of all the friends you've made, think of all the ways you're brave. If